This is huge news for Grounded and a big surprise because not only is new content coming to the game way sooner than anyone could have expected, but we're also likely going to see continuing content being added to the game for quite some time into the future. But I don't want to get ahead of myself here because the most important news in Grounded is...
New content is coming. It just takes a while to make it.
How much new content? What kind of new content? For how long new content?
So be patient. We're still working on Grounded. And we have a lot of cool ideas that we have yet to explore with Grounded, and the team's super excited to have our 1.0 done, and now we're looking forward to the future. And I think a lot of the cool stuff in 1.1 reflects that.
The implications of this statement and many more made by Grounded game director Adam Brennecke during yesterday's dev stream heavily indicate that continuing content for the game is being worked on, thought about, and implemented for your gaming pleasure. This update will be called a holiday treat, and it is jam-packed with so many UI improvements, quality of life features, and new building content that I'm not even sure I can cram them all into a single video. But I'm still gonna try.
And we're happy to introduce our 1.1 update to Grounded, which is called a holiday treat.
And exactly how soon can we expect to receive this holiday treat?
So we are going to be releasing the public test the week after, so it'd be the last week of November that we're releasing the public test for this. As for the actual date, I believe we're shooting for the 29th for the public test.
That's only 2 weeks! Neat! What up? It's Tiny Pirate Gaming breaking down this mind-blowing Grounded update news with a video analysis that will leave you asking at least one very serious question. What the crap biscuits is that? Is it a hat rack? Is it a Christmas tree? Is it a trinket display? I don't know. But what we do know is that we're going to be bombarded with a ton of new features in the new Grounded 1.1 update, so let's break down everything we know so far. We got a chance to see the upgraded Zipline in action featuring a wheel mechanic powered by a live aphid. This new feature will allow you to go multi-directional across ziplines irregardless of the angle, and you'll even be able to change direction while already in motion.
So this is a new upgrade that you'll be able to get, which is the zipper.
Love this.
Going up.
And it'll allow you to change directions on your zip line. So if you are zipping halfway through, you can choose what direction you want to go in. And it's powered, so if you want to go up, you can do that too.
All right, change directions, W. Whoa! Hey.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I could do this all day.
I love the...
In order to get this zipline feature, we'll need to unlock it somehow, most likely by purchasing it from the Raw Science Shop from a pre-existing Burgle chip or possibly a brand new one.
This is something that you'll have to find the upgrade. Once you get the game in your hands and this version of the game, it'll be pretty obvious where the upgrade is. It's not like super hard to find, but you'll have to progress through a certain portion of the game before you can get this upgrade.
We also got a chance to see the 10 new inventory slots again, and you can unlock them by...
Well, it's got to be really hard, right?
Yeah, it's really hard. It just is unlocked by default, so you don't have to purchase this upgrade from Burgle. It's not a milk molar upgrade. It just is given to you by default.
Which is great because we're also getting additional hot pouch slots for easy access on the fly to more gear.
I noticed something a little down here on the hot pouch.
Yeah, so the
These
hot
little
pouch.
dots?
Yeah, so that's another improvement that we made, where we have additional hot pouches, and so if you want to, have different loadouts.
Well, now you can. Another great feature will be the new PEEP.R changes, which will allow you to view enemy strengths, weaknesses, and more by simply viewing them through your PEEP.R goggles.
So it's a new, so you don't have to go into your card list anymore to see the weaknesses.
And probably what is my favorite of the new features, the ability to block with bows and crossbows.
the first change that we made is now you can block with your bow and arrows.
There's also a new sound effect when you perfect block, which I think sounds like swords clashing together.
Yeah, so now you can block with your crossbow, your bow. Animations are excellent.
Neat! We also got to see a ton of new build pieces, including end tables, grandfather clocks, koi scale chairs, partitions, vases, and even new traps. We're also going to get what looks to be a full roster of stuffed creatures and wall mount trophies, and maybe even the option to pose some of the stuffed creatures. Oh, and this mysterious Mark Foe feature, which they declined to elaborate on.
You might notice some other interaction on these. We won't be talking about that today.
Okay.
There's also going to be new build features such as the ability to build using nearby storage boxes and pallets. And there's some cool light color changing options that will allow for more variety and come with a copy-paste effect feature that will give you the chance to make all your lights uniform in a fast and easy manner.
You want to, coordinate all your lighting across your house.
Ooh.
Do that.
Pasted.
You'll also be able to add text labels to trail markers. And you'll be able to disable boxes from the hot deposit system so that items placed inside will no longer be pulled out of your inventory when using hot deposit. There will also be a respawn at field station option for you when you are defeated, and now when you die, your gear will stay in your backpack and you'll only drop the resources that you've been collecting.
And there's a drop resources, and that's the new default. And what does that mean? One thing that we realized when playing through Grounded quite a bit over the last few months is that some of the backpack death mechanics were just a little bit overbearing and annoying. So we're adding in a new drop mechanic, which you can set it to whatever you want, but we have a new one here, which you will only drop resources that you collected.
Also, the sleeping option will be changing so that you'll always wake up at 6 a.m. to avoid waking up in darkness. There will also be a revamp to dropped gear and arrow icons to make them less cluttered and to give them further draw distance so that thrown weapons and shot arrows are easier to retrieve. And after 1.1 is released, when your gear breaks, it will not automatically unequip, so you won't have to worry about losing it mid-combat if your inventory is full.
But if you do have broken equipment, it doesn't actually unequip now. It will stay equipped in the equip slot.
There will also be new icons and graphics on the character select screen, and when starting a fresh save, you'll be greeted with a revamped new game interface. Console players will soon finally be able to turn down the distance blur using a new visual feature in the options menu.
At the world. So this is low. As you notice, you can see the picnic table. And then we'll switch it back to high. And now it's all blurry.
Also soon, the in-game chat box will display over menu screens for better multiplayer communications. And finally, two of the coolest changes coming with Update 1.1, the ability to turn off nameplates in multiplayer, and this sweet knife throw animation.
At me. Oh.
You see that? The little flip and the toss?
Oh, yeah.
But that's not all, because we also got some insightful information indicating many implications for Grounded's imminent and not so imminent future. Unfortunately, there's just too much for me to go over to fit it all into a single video, so I guess I'll just have to make another one going over what could be coming to Grounded in the new year. And if you want to be notified about that, then you're probably a fan of Grounded-themed, Grounded-related content, which is great because that's basically all that I do here, and if that interests you, then defeat the like button with a well-placed precision shot, and I hope that this video earned your subscription today. You can also follow me on Twitch for live streams, Twitter for channel news, and join the Tiny Pirate Gaming Discord for discussions on Grounded, gaming, content creation, and more, along with me and the rest of the #Tiny Crew. So whether I see you here in the comments, over on the Twitch sphere, or someplace else across the Streamiverse, just know that I truly appreciate all of your support, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.
I don't know, But what we do know is that we're going to be bombarded with a new ton of features. Not a new ton of features, a ton of new features. It has nothing to do with Newton. Get Newton out of here. There's also a respawn at field station option for you when you are defeated, and now when you die, your gear will stay in your backpack, and only the dropped resources will be the dropped ones that you drop, because you won't drop your gear, you'll just drop your resources now. And if you don't care about those, you don't have to go get those, because who cares? You can just get them again, some other time, some other place, in another universe, far, far away from here, where there is more resources to collect. More resources than you can imagine. I've seen it with my very own eyes. Across the void there be a place where the resources be so abundant you ne'er be needing nothing again. You understand? You understand the secrets I be telling you? I can't be saying no much more here. You understand? You gotta find the pieces of the map and figure out where the treasure be hidden, laddie.